So the first step is to import your 2 clips from your interview. I want you to import the front shot first, and then import the second side shot. Okay, so your front shot should be first and your second side shot should be next to it. Then you're going to make sure that your workspace is set up for multi-camera work, and that means that this bottom bar down here needs to have a specific button on it. Now the button we're looking for, if we add the plus sign here, it will give you access to all the buttons. We want this button here. So it's got a large square with 4 small squares beside it. So if it's not already in your button panel, like mine is, you just drag and drop it, and then it sits there ready to use. The next step is to click on both of your clips. So you can click on one, then hold down your shift key, your arrow key on the keyboard, and click the second shot. You're then going to right click on that and come to this menu item that says create multi-camera source sequence. So you're going to do that, and it brings up this window. Now this window's got a number of settings, but we only need to change a couple. First of all, you're going to change this here to where you name it, and we're going to name it with a custom name. So in here you are going to put my multi-cam. The next thing we need to select is where it synchronizes. Now we want it to synchronize with the audio, so you need to make sure this is checked on. Audio track channel number 1. That is the only thing that you need to change, and then you're going to click OK. Now what it's done is put the clips into a folder and created this, your My Multicam setup, and you're simply going to drag that over to your sequence. If it comes up at this point and asks you to change sequence settings, you're going to click yes, change sequence settings, and now we are ready to work. So we're going to click on to the multi-camera button. This changes the view up here, and if I scroll along, so obviously the front camera hadn't been switched on until this point, and I am going to move across to when I know that I'm going to start talking. So you're going to listen to yourself. Let me have a listen. That's the door shutting, and then I am ready to record. Okay, so I'm going to trim that bit with the razor tool and get rid of that front section. So I'm going to go back up to the arrow, click on that, and then hit the delete. So this is now my footage that I'm going to work with. And in this multi-camera setup, you're going to see if I play it, big huff there. I'm going to mute the track. If I play it, you can see up here what's happening in both cameras. Okay, so as you're playing it now, you're going to click onto which camera you want. So as you click here, it will change the angle, and then you might click back to here, and you're going to just go through the whole thing, occasionally changing the angle. Okay, so once you've done that and you've played through, so I'll just do it a couple more times. So I'm going to have there, and then back to there. When you click stop, if you zoom up here, you'll see that it has actually put your cuts in. So each individual bit is now edited. So when you play it back, it will cut to the different angles. Now you'll have noticed that my footage is lit quite differently, or the lighting perhaps hasn't quite worked in this area. Maybe the framing wasn't brilliant. I could have done better. I would have moved myself perhaps backwards a little bit. All those things can be done now in post-production. One of the things I would look to do is also to make sure my skin tone is the same in each. So it looks a bit grey and colourless here. In a later video I'm going to go and show you how to change the colour. So go and have a look for that video. It will be called colour grading.